Hogge Arts.
Let's get down to the good stuff. I have my list of 31 prompts and we are going to go over each one, and I'm going to kind of tell you what I'm thinking. And while I was sitting here last night, I started editing pieces from the first 2 days, and then I was like, I need to stop because that's not being very honest to how the process went. So day one we had ring, and for ring I did this piece right here. The concept was about promise that a ring symbolized, so I did the stones in place of the ring and did the hand with the crossed fingers to kind of show that we don't always keep our promises. The second prompt is mindless, and I did this guy, and you can actually see the glitter that I used on this, and I didn't like this piece originally, so I did edit this last night. Whoops. But there wasn't much to improve. He's very cartoony, and it's just an obvious concept where we get zombified on our technology and we ignore things around us. Number 3 is bait. I naturally go to fishing just because I like to fish and I'm an artist and I like the colors and things that some of the lures have. So I did this very design-esque fishing lure piece that I need to crop. Number 4 is freeze. Don't move, I got a gun. So I did a double entendre. Double entendre. So the guy is frozen in ice, and he is also telling someone to freeze with his freezy gun. 5 is build. So I did the concept of building yourself up or building others up, depending how you want to take that. Number 6 is actually sold, so I will put it on the screen. This one I did pugs because it was a commission, but the prompt was husky, so I kind of thought it fit because, you know, pugs are husky dogs, they're kind of chubby. Enchanted is number 7, and I did this concept that I had for a comic book when I was younger, where this girl had the ability to turn people to stone based on their bad intentions, but I'm on a crystal fix this month, so I went ahead and did crystals. She has that crystal touch. Number 8 is Frail. So I did this fishy fish, and he's jumping out of his container that is leaking. He no longer trusts the situation, but now he is extremely frail because he is out of water, and fish out of water is pretty frail. All right, the next 3 pieces I'm going to do are part of my video that I did this month where I used Cincy stock to draw these 3 prompts coming up. So first one being day 9 with swing, and I just found a pose where she was swinging, and I just did a quick drawing, ink, painting, drawing of this woman swinging. Day 10 is pattern. So we have this woman with one of my Cincy stock poses, and it was an underwater pose, so I kind of was inspired by the water to do the water hair and kind of the washing away of the pattern on her body. Day 11 was snow, and if you know Cincy stock, they are all about Sailor Moon, and I wanted to do a cross-dressing of Snow White. So this is Mr. Snow in a very 90s animated Sailor Moon-esque inspiration. All right, number 12 is dragon, and as a kid I loved making up dragons, so that's pretty much what I did using my crystals again. I made this earth poison dragon. He is Nox Draco, or Draco, depending how you want to say that, and he's just a poisonous dragon. Okay, 13 got a little carried away with my cross-dressing themes. I did do a woman version of Ash Ketchum, and if you know any Pokemon lore, they were originally going to put Clefairy as Pikachu, so I thought Clefairy was more of a feminine looking Pokemon, so I put Miss Ashley Ketchum with Clefairy. Alright, this is a commission that I did for this year. I actually need to mail it out to the person that ordered this. They tend to order a lot from me, so I usually just make a pile and then I mail it all at once, so they're not paying a lot of mailing charges. Overgrown, so groceries, it kind of fits. Get off on the prompts just because I was doing my YouTube video for redoing other people's art, and I went on to DeviantArt and went ahead and asked them for art pieces, and these are the 3 I chose. If you want to see the original pieces, you can go look at that video. But here's this one. So let's just say this is day 15 legend. We have this aquatic sea queen type creature. Day 18 is Misfit, so I thought this character that they wanted redrawn in my own image worked very well. That last one was Wild, not Misfit, which that's pretty wild, so I guess that works. I guess this was day 18, so that's Misfit, and I do need to crop that. My test panel is connected to it still. And day 17 sold, as well as another ornament, because the theme was ornament, and I did a bunch of those for day 21 for treasure. We'll get to that in a minute. Day 19, I did a video over burning ink onto glass. So I did this piece where a fairy is slinging, because the prompt is sling, from a rope behind my burning of the ink on the glass. Day 20 is tread. I did a quick drawing that I also need to crop, because I decided I wanted to use big paper, and then I didn't end up using all the big paper on all these pieces. So day 21 is where I got crazy, because I sold 2 of those ornaments and I wanted to make more for our Christmas special coming up. So I made a few of them. Then day 22, I did do a potato stamp video, because ghost is the prompt. And if you've ever used a stamp, it is a ghost image of whatever you're stamping. So here's my feathers and my raven and the ghost images of the feather over and over again. 23 is ancient. So I did this piece of ancient Egypt in a very stylized and design-esque way again. And if you can tell, that style that I've been using on ornaments kind of carried over to a few prompts. Look what I got in the mail. I am covering up my address, but I have another palletful box to open this month, so be ready for that next week. 24 is Dizzy. So I did this little toy top Dizzy spinning thing, because when I think of Dizzy, I think of something spinning. Day 25 is Tasty, because food is delicious. So I did this catfish fry. As you can tell, another piece that I need to crop down, because it's on this huge piece of paper. I really enjoyed this piece just because the concept took me some time to work out, where it didn't look totally absurd. Day 26 is Dark. And I dressed up as Freddy Krueger because it's Halloween, and I drew this using his big claw, which it was a lot harder than I expected, so it's very scratchy, very sketchy, but I did get a little Freddy out of it. Day 27 is coat, and for coat I did do a coat of paint, so paint everything black, or paint it black, I think is what I titled this. And he's trying to paint himself black to match the black painted on the background. Day 28 is Ride. So I did this big girl, little girl concept where she's riding in his hand. And it's really just being carried by someone in any fashion. It could be a positive manner or negative. You could be codependent, or it could just be them helping you build yourself back up. Day 29 is Ride. And this one is probably one of my favorites this month, just because it's very steampunk-esque, and I spent a lot of time just putting in little details, even though there's not much on the canvas. So the mask and the character and everything are very detailed for how simple it is. Day 30 is Catch. Can you guess the theme of this one? It's fishing again. Here's a brook trout that I did in a very stylized way. I was just really enjoying the ink, and I wanted to see how the messy look kind of worked on this. Kind of what I did on the ornaments, but more refined. And the last day is day 31, Ripe. And I did this, because if life gives you lemons, smash them, because I wanted limes. So yeah, that is Inktober 2019. If you participated, be sure to let me know how far you got. If not, then just leave in the comments telling me what you thought of my progress this year. I used 3 different supplies that I've never used before, which is jelly rolls, alcohol ink markers, and the liquid alcohol that I got in my palletful box this year for Inktober. Inktober 2019 was a great year for me, just because I injured myself this summer, so I got into a slump, and now I'm doing 2 YouTube videos a week. I made more than 31 pieces of art this year for Inktober. And all around, I just feel fuzzy and warm inside and good about myself. And I really enjoyed everyone's art that participated on the different sites and things that I'm on. But look forward to the videos that I'm going to post in the future. This November, I'm going to break it up into different things. I have some video ideas of my own. If you have some that you would like to see, be sure to leave it in the comments and we will add it to the list. There are videos on each side of me. Be sure to hit those if you want to see more videos, and a subscribe circle right there to subscribe for future videos. Until next time, guys, see ya!